Hello, Internet. Welcome. This is another episode of Renegades React, and today we are looking at one of the biggest battles the world has ever known. A battle between two giants of an industry. And what industry is that? Video games. What else? So, Mario versus Minecraft. Now, who here has played a Mario game? Who here has played Minecraft? Micah.
What? I've watched plenty of people play Minecraft.
Honestly, if you've watched it, you've basically played it.
Yeah.
Oh, almost.
I personally am not the biggest fan of Minecraft. What are those spooky things that come out and kill you? I hate those guys. They scare me.
Well, if you don't like it, then go into easy. Well, not easy mode, peaceful mode.
I'm just saying I don't like those guys, and I don't like having to go hide in my house every night.
What else did you expect? I mean, heck, it's you're out in the wilderness and you must have shelter.
I'm just saying. I'm not a big fan.
You're spoiled
for
by
those
civilization.
Reasons.
That's what
yes,
it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
Spoiled by
I
civilization.
can understand. I don't approve of the initiation of violence, and little zombie block people are just not cool.
Yeah.
They come out and they just kill you. I don't know. They hop over the terrain and then they just kind of come up behind you and kill you.
But you always hear that telltale.
It's like they work for the government or something.
This is true.
Cough, cough.
Yes. No politics right now. All right, so we got Mario versus Minecraft queued up here, and this is by Andrew M. Films. So, what do you say we check it out?
Two notorious block smashers.
This is true. Except where one bashes it with his head, the other one...
Eh?
And we got the music.
What is this devilry?
Dude.
Oh, nice. Do you guys know what Mario's overalls are made out of?
What?
Denim.
Yo.
Oh no! Oh no!
Run, kid, run.
Look how big his boots are.
Hey.
Oh,
Where did you pull that from?
His butt.
shell launcher.
Ow. And to think, that could have been some poor Cooper home.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
Oh,
How dare you?
wait, what?
Princess Peach.
Mario, do what needs to be done.
Oh snap!
You better run. Oh, Steve.
Oh.
Oh, well.
That Peach, she's playing hard to get.
She's a quiet one.
Yep.
You know what we do with women like that? There's a trash can over there. Feel free to throw that one right in the trash.
It's a little harsh. I mean, I can understand if she doesn't want to be with Mario, but
Okay,
I mean,
yeah.
It's true.
that was still a little uncalled for. I mean, 'cause-
What? Your princess is in another castle, going through 8 freaking castles, and all of a sudden gets to the end. Oh, thanks, Mario. I'm just joking. In all honesty, for him to go through all that and pretty much just be sent back to, from what I remember, I think it was him being sent back to the human world for him saving the princess. I'm not really sure. I mean,
like in the original.
Yeah, from what I hear, that's how the original went.
Yeah, a lot of that's sort of fuzzy because the original Zelda plot was strange too because it was originally supposed to involve a lot of time travel and ended up in the future. Because a lot of the early concept art had like Link and Zelda in like futuristic space outfits, which honestly look kind of cool.
Yeah, I could see that. And then they just decided to keep it grounded in the traditional fairy tale,
right?
Wizards and
sword and
sorcery. Yeah, thank you. So
overall, first of all, let me just comment and say that was extremely well made.
Very well made.
Very well made. I enjoyed it. And Andrew M Films, hopefully you keep going up in subscribers because
absolutely
stuff like this, because I really am into like film and all that kind of stuff. I know everybody's into films, but I know you like making films and stuff too. Yeah, he and I are both into filmography and all that kind of stuff. And so like Andrew M, I hope that you get bigger because I feel like using YouTube and Vimeo, it's the next wave of creating things, and like indie films, short films are going to be a huge market.
Right. Well, it's like actually I've commented on this several times on this channel. It's a great interview I saw with Francis Ford Coppola on El Rey Network, and he said that eventually, like where platforms like YouTube and Vimeo, it's just open source cinema, and he was basically saying that like everyone will be able to make not just like film things, but they will actually be producing cinema, and it's be accessible to anybody. And we're kind of in that day and age now,
which is really cool.
I love that.
Which is really
because
cool.
I don't think any of us are members of the Screen Actors Guild.
No, that's one
I'm trying to get there.
The truth is, Hollywood just invents all these clubs and these identifiers.
But at the same time, it's like you shouldn't have to have permission from a bunch of people to know what you want to do.
You don't have to pay. Why should I have to pay a fee to these people whom aren't even going to contribute to the film? And it's just because they're the powers that be.
Yeah.
I mean that's not right. That's I mean honestly, if that were a government function, well actually that is kind of a government function. I mean you pay them pretty much to do nothing.
I think the biggest thing is my experience with Screen Actors Guild, because a lot of my friends are now SAG eligible. A bunch of my actor friends, and some of them have recently joined SAG. And I've done a bunch of things working, I guess, like with union fees, working on a bunch of projects. And it's really just, it sucks because on one hand, you want to join SAG because you want all those benefits and you want to be able to be in big feature films, because you can't really be in them until you're at least SAG eligible. And so it kind of sucks if you're not a member, but then it means that you can't go back and go do indie stuff unless you get permission, which is kind of lame. But I mean, in reality, it's just to protect you for like the fees that you make. That's the thing, is to make sure that you get paid what you're supposed to get paid. But then it turned into this big kind of club, and it's almost overly complicated to get to join now.
Yeah,
it's for your benefit as an actor, but still.
You do realize that the Tea Party was originally started to get us back to grassroots, and now look at it. I mean, honestly, everything gets demonized, especially when whenever the wrong people are in control of it. I mean, it's just like Screen Actors Guild. I mean, they pretty much make it a members only club, and it's like, oh, big feature film. It's like, you know what? I'd rather do independent films and tear the whole corrupt system down, and instead just make everything free. Free market. Now
you're talking my language.
How it should be. I mean, that's how film should be. Yeah. And it's just like back in the day. You think Gene Kelly would friggin' sign up for Screen Actors Guild, and they told him, oh, you can't dance in these films, but you can only. He kicked the shit out of it. Literally, he'd dance all over their faces, and it's amazing to me to think that that's what you have to do nowadays in order to be in big films. Like if you're going to have a nationwide release, you have to pay a $10,000 fee to get eligible to be part of this club that you may not ever be part of because either the area you're from, or because of your natural accent, or because of anything like that. It's asinine.
Yeah.
I mean, great talent exists everywhere in the world. I mean, heck, I mean, it's just like the movie City of God. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
I mean, a small independent film. I mean, that shook up everything because of how well it was filmed, how passionate the actors were, and everything. And were any of those people in the Screen Actors Guild or the Directors Guild or the Editors Guild or any whatever freaking guild that they want to try and pass off is trying to help the acting world and the world of film and everything, but in truth it's hindering it more than it's helping? Sorry. Went off on a bit of a
it's fine.
There.
Well, I mean, and I totally get where you're coming from because I have had experience in dealing with all of these unions and people that work for these unions. And yeah, there's positives because like there was a point maybe about a year ago where I was like really trying to get my 3 waivers that way I could join SAG. But then I realized I don't plan on leaving the area that I'm in anytime soon.
Yeah.
I don't want to move to LA right now.
No.
Like, I don't, maybe someday in the future, but as of right now, I don't want to move to LA. So the realization that independent film right now it's making such a big splash, basically. And independent film is awesome. And that's why you have all these film festivals, is so that way people that don't necessarily have the biggest budgets can be discovered, actors can be discovered. And in reality, like finding people that, well, I mean, there's lots of talent everywhere, but also finding people that you want to be able to work with, like directors and producers and these great filmmakers, like they're everywhere. You just have to search for them. If you want to try to make a movie with people, you can go for it now, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. You've got the positives of independent film, and it's kind of moving towards being more popular.
Yeah.
But you still have like the old money and the power system in this big, kind of like big government, I guess, like kind of controlling everything.
The dinosaur system that, truth be told, needs to go extinct. No, because I hate how Hollywood works. I mean, Hollywood has focus groups and everything. It's just like, oh, we determine what's popular and everything. No, you don't. No, you don't. People half the time don't know what they want. Well, and until you put it out there, I mean, they never will know.
The biggest blow to things like that, like central planning of ideas, is the internet, because it's this huge.
Oh yes,
it's this huge open source everything that's accessible to everybody. And so this video is a perfect example of, if it won't work within the system, just make an entirely new system.
Yeah, and truth is, that's what I want to do. I mean, heck, it's just like here. I like this area, the Appalachian area. Yes, it said Appalachian. You don't like it there. You don't like it. Don't comment. The Appalachian area. We live in North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of talented people in this area, but because of the area that they're from, and because of the hindrances of being from that area in terms of popularity and how it's viewed from the outside, nobody can get a leg up.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unfair, because there's so many people in this area who are talented and who have all these great visions and all these great works that if they put out there, you'd think, this was done by someone who really knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, regardless of where you find out the person came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the internet's tearing a lot of that down, tearing down a lot of that imagery. It's just like here, a lot of people in a lot of the United States think that we all live in trailer parks, and we all grab our shotguns and shoot people who are from the bank that come near our homes and everything, and we still kill our food and go skinny dipping down by the creek.
Don't wear shoes.
Yeah, we don't wear.
Do you guys wear shoes?
Well,
whoops.
Hey,
Bad point. I don't like to wear
Sometimes you
shoes.
just have to go skinny dipping. I mean, whatever.
Skinny dipping
It's
down by
true.
the creek.
It's true.
Well, hey, everybody's got to take a bath sometime or another.
Exactly. Well, honestly, and you guys have seen a bunch of stuff from the most recent project that I did, and that was an independent short film, and that's being worked on right now, and hopefully we'll have the trailer to release to you guys soon.
Yeah.
But I mean, eventually, what we want to happen with that is we want to release the trailer, get a Kickstarter started, and then raise enough funds for people supporting this project and wanting to see more of it.
Yeah.
That we send it off to a bunch of festivals to be released to a bunch of people.
Also,
and I mean, the festival circuit is awesome.
Stretch goals, the Windham Rice action figure.
It's true. We were talking about creating action figures for everybody earlier today. So I feel like a Micah action figure needs to come first.
I am enough of a narcissist to do this.
I feel like a Micah action figure needs to come first. I'll be after you get the hang of it, I'll be the female prototype.
The Windham rice. Well, it has to be for like we can release it with the trailer, and so you can have like a little mini Windham.
It's true, a mini Windham,
We can
and
make it the same outfit.
it's true. And my character's name is Arlen, so you could have like Arlen,
Arlen figure,
and with like my gas mask and everything.
And like the old school commercials where like kids are playing with the toys, like we can reenact some of the scenes from the trailer. Like
actually, you can come in with the mask and be like, nice toy. Put the mask back on and leave.
I do like Clark was the director. He was awesome. He wrote this several years ago. He wrote the screenplay for it, had the idea. He built most of the props himself.
Yeah, you told me about that. The big thing.
Did you guys see like the pictures of the big chamber?
Yeah.
He built the chamber himself.
Wow.
Built like all of my accessories and props he put together. My mask he created himself.
That's awesome.
Everything he did himself. And we had like a crew and stuff, but this was his vision and his big piece of this year. And so I'm really excited to see how it turns out. And he was awesome to work for. So I mean, props to Clark.
Yeah, you see how passionate you are about it.
Yeah.
And you see how passionate Clark is about it.
Yep.
And you think that passion is how it needs to be.
Is his last name Kent?
Dun, 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 dun,
We figured it out.
Dun, dun, dun.
You know what? I need to ask him. I need to be like, Clark, we're on to you, Clark. No, it's actually Clark Ivers, and he actually has a YouTube channel of some of his stuff as he's creating more content. And most of his stuff is like all of his.
I know these guys with a reaction channel, so maybe they should check that out.
Oh yeah. They should.
They're pretty cool.
Here we are referring to ourselves in the second person.
And that one guy's pretty handsome. I'm talking about Nate. Everybody. I'm not that much of a narcissist.
As you stroke your own beard, you're talking about Nate.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
It improves cognition.
Nathan Hamilton don't play that. Nathan Hamilton don't play.
They've done studies. This improves cognition.
Hey, if you want approval, you have to ask Nathan Hamilton. Nathan Hamilton doesn't go for that. All right.
Nate don't play that.
Nate don't play that shit. No, I'm joking, guys. My ego's not that big yet.
Yes.
It never will be.
At 50,000 subscribers, maybe.
No. Even then, I'd say whenever we get our silver play button at 100K,
okay,
100K subscribers, it's just like,
oh, that'll be neat.
Yeah, we'll have to do the unboxing and everything, and just be like,
you better be at the Outpost by then.
Oh,
you better be at the Outpost and put it on your wall.
Oh, dude, I'll be there. I'll put it.
Y'all need to comment on here and tell him he needs to get a leg on it and just book it and move out there.
Outpost? I'm wanting to move to the Outpost. It's just, geez Louise, the fact that place hasn't been maintained in the last 3 to 4 years.
Yeah,
it is a mess. The fact that the freaking floor's peeling up off the ground.
No, maybe we need to have like an episode for Renegades Faction where it's like everybody going over and helping Nate clean.
Well, we've talked about that Renegades renovation. Well, we've actually got like, I've done Outpost updates with my dad, where we've done painting and floor or put baseboard and put done different stuff there. And my dad just wanted to get the main room and the bathroom fixed so I can just move out there. I can at least stay there, and I can just do the rest of the stuff as I go. And I'm wanting to do that because as much as I love being here in the lair and everything, got to be honest. Outpost and its freedoms are very uplifting, and considering all that we can do out there,
it's a pretty cool space. I feel like it's gonna like the transformation of it is gonna be really neat. You can paint the walls a bunch of colors that work for videos, and
well, that's actually what I'm thinking about for one of the bedrooms, turning that into pretty much a reaction room / gaming room. Having a lot of gaming stuff in there and just like setting up and going.
Oh my gosh, imagine like a bunch of shelves all over the walls, like for all of your gaming consoles, and then a huge TV.
Yeah, well, I've got a plan for the big TV.
Yeah.
I've got a plan for a big TV.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Oh God, we've been ranting for some time now.
I was going to say, I'm not really sure where we end up with this, but
we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll go from there. If it's too long, I may edit a few things out. Maybe do the behind the scenes videos that I've been planning for the last few.
That'd be a good end of the year thing, maybe.
Yeah, big, just a big splurge of all the behind the scenes stuff.
We'll have to do Renegades Rewind since we didn't get invited to the YouTube Rewind.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see what we can come up with.
Plus, I just like alliteration, so.
All right. So, and well, Renegades React. I mean, you're in the right business. Micah makes. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. We hope you have enjoyed what you've seen here. This has been Renegades React, featuring Miss Windham Rice. And check out her channel down below. It's going to be in the description, and there's going to be a little annotation in this area here in front of her. So, yeah, check it out. And, yeah, if you like the video, leave a like. If there's something else you want us to watch, leave a comment down below. Check the description for all of our various other endeavors. And until next time, Internet, we will see you later. Peace out.